Hi, in this video we will see how triangles, geometric progressions and golden ratio are related. On the far left I have drawn a triangle with sides A, B and C such that A is the smallest and C is the largest. On the far right I have defined the golden ratio, which is called as phi. It's defined to be equal to 1 plus root phi by 2. This number is known for a long time. In fact, it appears in Euclid's work dated 300 BC. It's quite a long time. It appears in several places: musical scales, architectural proportions, regular pentagons, trigonometry, and in nature as well. Like arrangement of leaves around a plant stem has something to do with the golden ratio. Interested people can look up the web. And we want to know when three sides of a triangle can form a geometric progression. Let me write it down. So we must have, this is how the standard definition of geometric progression. So we must have B equal to AR and C equal to AR squared. Since C is the largest, we also have this constraint R greater than equal to 1. For any three line segments to form a triangle, they must satisfy the triangular inequality. That is, the sum of lengths of any two sides must be greater than the length of the third side. More specifically, we have three inequalities that must be satisfied for A, B and C to form a triangle. And the last one is C plus A greater than equal to B. In the next page we will see how these conditions can be analyzed further. So let's take the first inequality, A plus B greater than equal to C. Plug in the values of B and C. B is actually AR and C is actually AR squared. So when we simplify, we get this following form, and if we do a completion of square and some rearrangement, we get this inequality, which results in this range for R. So let's call it as equation 1. The second inequality is B plus C greater than equal to A. By doing a similar exercise, we find that this is the range of R that satisfies the second inequality. Let's call this as equation 2. And now let's go to the third inequality, C plus A greater than equal to B. We get R minus 1 by 2 whole squared plus 5 by 4 greater than equal to 0. This is always true because the sum of a positive quantity R minus 1 by 2 whole squared and sum of and another positive quantity, the sum of these two must be positive, which is always true. Now for the sides to form a triangle, all these three inequalities must be satisfied simultaneously. That is, R must satisfy equation 1 and equation 2 simultaneously. The range of possible R's which satisfy these two inequalities simultaneously will be this. R must lie between root phi minus 1 by 2 and root phi plus 1 by 2. Note that root phi minus 1 by 2 is actually a reciprocal of root phi plus 1 by 2. In other words, we must have R greater than equal to 1 by 5 and less than equal to 5. When R satisfies these two, these conditions, the sides can form a geometric progression. Now we started out with analyzing when the sides of a triangle can form a geometric progression, and phi has come up unexpectedly. So phi comes up in so many situations in the real world. People can look up on the web. So I hope you found this interesting. I hope you liked it. Thank you.